Welcome back to the feature engineering module. We've covered some pre-processing techniques for continuous variables so far. Let's move ahead to the feature pre-processing techniques for categorical variables. We'll start with a very popular one-hot encoding. It's often also called as dummy encoding. Remember this data set? It's from the Big Math sales problem. We have three categorical variables highlighted in the red here. Note that most machine learning models cannot deal with categorical variables, especially in Python when we use scikit-learn. So we need to convert these categorical variables into numeric values. Let's pick the outlet size for now. Outlet size column, we can replace this outlet size column with three columns: outlet medium, outlet small, and outlet high. Now the first row has the outlet size medium. So we put 1 in the size medium column, as you can see here, and 0 in the other two columns. Similarly, we'll perform this step for the rest of the rows against respective outlet size. Here you can see for item identifier NCD 19, the outlet size is pretty high. So we have 1 in the size high column and 0 in the remaining two columns. The same method can be applied for the other categorical variables in our dataset, like the item type and the item fat content. But just hold on, there is a problem with this type of encoding. The item type does not have an order. As you can see, it just says names of items like dairy, soft drinks, meat, and we can't really say that there's an order to them. But the categories in outlet size and the fat content do have an order. For outlet size, small, medium, and high have an order in them, right? And by using one-hot encoding, we are actually losing this information. Such variables which have an order between them are called ordinal variables. In this case, instead of creating three different columns, we'll just replace the categories in the same column by numbers. As you can see in this example, we have numbers 1, 2, and 3 for small, medium, and high respectively. 1 for small, 2 for medium, and 3 for high. In this way, we are actually preserving the order information of the variable, as well along with encoding in numbers. So let's go and open our Jupyter notebook and try these techniques, one-hot encoding and label encoding. In this notebook, we'll implement the concepts of one-hot encoding and label encoding on the Big Math sales dataset. Of course, you know what the first steps are. We'll import the pandas library and we'll read in the Big Math sales dataset. Let me just bring up the first 5 rows. Here we go. We are very familiar with these variables by now. We've looked at them plenty of times before. So let's just check the shape. Perfect. We have 8500 plus rows and we're working with 12 columns of variables. Let's use the .dtypes function to bring up the data types. So the categorical variables here, we can see they have the data type as object. All of these are the categorical variables. And we need to convert these categorical variables into numbers before we train a machine learning model. So let's start by encoding a single variable, outlet type. We can determine the total number of categories in this variable using the .value_counts function. And as you can see in this output, we have 4 categories. We have supermarket type 1, grocery store, supermarket type 3, and supermarket type 2. Perfect. Now let's use one-hot encoding on this. Performing one-hot encoding is actually very simple in Python. All we have to do is use the pandas get_dummies function. So in this code block, I've applied this get_dummies function on the outlet_type variable. And as you can see in this output, we have replaced one column with 4 columns, which have binary values. Since the first row had the category supermarket type 1, we have 1 in that column, and all the other columns have 0. Similarly, for the second row, we have 1 under the column supermarket type 2 and 0 on the rest, and so on. But you might be wondering, if there are 10, 20 such variables, do we have to write this code line for every single one of them? Well, no. You can simply use get_dummies on the whole dataset together. So let me go ahead and do that. Perfect. we can use the pd.get_dummies function and give the dataset name, like we've done here. It will automatically select the categorical variables and perform one-hot encoding. Now, we're faced with two problems since we've used one-hot encoding here. First is that all the categorical variables are converted into 0 and 1, which results in a loss of some important information. For example, the variable outlet size had categories high, medium and small, right? Which of course have an inherent order. But now look at what's happened when we've done this. We're missing out on some very important information because the order between these variables has now been destroyed. The second problem is that the number of features have drastically increased from just 12 to 1600 plus. Let's see the shape. You can clearly see we have 1605 variables. That is a humongous amount. And if we look closely, the variable item identifier has a number of unique values. It's essentially like an ID variable. And hence, there are more than 90% of the rows which have a 0 against them. Look at this. So this information is not really useful for the model. In this notebook, we will address the first problem and we'll look at the solution to the second problem in an upcoming video. So to maintain the order among the categories and variables, instead of using one-hot encoding, we'll go for label encoding. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll import the label encoder class from sklearn.preprocessing. Let me look at the value counts in the outlet size variable. Perfect. We have medium, small and high, and we have the value counts in front of them. Now we'll create an instance called LE and use the fit_transform function from the label encoder class. It will transform small as 2, medium as 1 and high as 0. Now the problem here is that label encoder considers the alphabetical order to assign values. That might not be what we're looking for every time. If we need an alternative solution to this, where we can decide the number we want to assign for each category manually, then we can use the .map function. Here's the example. Mention the variable name which you've done here, outlet size. Then we'll use the .map function and write the number against each category. Here I'm assigning 0 to small, 1 to medium and 2 to high. So let me just run that. Perfect. So that solves the first challenge that we've encountered in one-hot encoding. Now we'll see how to deal with high cardinality in the next video. Thank you.